certain things, right? So now, this is Tupac. Now, there's one part of the prophecy I'm going to mention, then I'm going to wrap it up after this, because this is almost the second hour, and I'm only supposed to get like 15 minutes on this one. But my sisters got me kind of pumped up, and I couldn't stop. Oh, there go my Israel Tabera. I see you, girl. I've been waiting on you. Most of y'all don't know. Might tell you something else every time you put on the bandana, you feel invincible. Malcolm X self-sacrificed to save Elijah Muhammad in order to make this whole process work, because Wallace didn't want to do his part. Muhammad Muhammad, son of the messenger, is the reason why Malcolm did, not Farrakhan, not Elijah, not John Muhammad, not Clarence 13X. Whoa, I love seeing these brothers finding their family on here. That's some heartfelt stuff right there. Whoa. Wow. I believe you my Uncle Eddie's son. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so I'm not gonna give y'all too much more on Tupac. Last thing I'm gonna tell y'all about Tupac before I cut out of here is this. It was made to appear as if he had been slain, but he had not. It only appears as such. That's how it was written when I read it. So Tupac went on a 22-month grievance vexation, but it takes 22 years of manifestation for that master to reach the next master, because each master has to be raised to a certain level before the next or the last master can pass the baton. Yeah, India, they always doing that to me. But I want you and I want Israel Tabera to listen to this video, because I talked about how the sisters got to start meeting and knowing what their roles and responsibilities gonna be. And anybody that won't free gonna have to be in it, because it's only one way to get us free, and that's flip this fucking grid. All of this stuff that I tell y'all, if y'all need a reference, just let me know. Yeah, Mazel. So you will look on my post and you'll see the mirror effect. You'll see Tupac doing this, and you'll see a gorilla doing this. In between them, you'll see that I'm telling you about a mirror. It's a reason. Ain't not a single post on my page haphazard. You can go back to the very first post I made ever on Facebook, and you will not find me just talking about I was eating an ice cream cone at the mall and it's Saturday. You're not going to find none of them. Only thing you'll find is a whole bunch of blank spots where I didn't say nothing. Boom, I hit you with a seed. Then as you start getting closer to now, you're going to see the intensity of the post pick up. Not only is the intensity, but the depth of content is also going to pick up. And not only that, it's going to start identifying nouns, people, places, and things at the end times. What they did, when they did it, how they did it. All this got to come out. It's all got to be revealed, and all of the imposters got to be exposed. So y'all can sit here. Fuck no, he ain't in Cuba. He in South Central. He in LA. He at home. Y'all ain't see him at. Look, I'm gonna give you a bone. Tupac was at Coachella when they did the video of the hologram. He was physically human, flesh and blood present and watched it from backstage. One. Second bone. All Eyes on Me premiere. He was with Shock G the whole fucking night. Go look it up and find him. Right before your very eyes, you won't even realize you can't see me. He there. Tupac been dropping motherfucking Facebook videos talking like I am now, and y'all didn't even know it was him. Y'all thought it was a white boy. So win without H.P. Blavatsky. We couldn't win without Aleister Crowley or Franz Bardone or Manly P. Hall or Charles Tazez Russell and Joseph B. Rutherford, Mary Baker Eddy. We couldn't win without them. Because they gave exhaustive analysis to the doctrine of the church and the secret societies in order for us to have a comprehensive record of what these motherfuckers was doing to us behind the scenes. Right? So Madame Blavatsky bring the keys to the Seven Sisters to the Blue Lodge that she went into the enemy's lodge and got out because she was told by some of Enki's children called high cellists that they needed her to get in and get this information and put it in the public domain. But the only thing is, Madame Blavatsky wasn't pale-skinned Russian. She was chocolate.
That's right. She's a mulatto, and she loved to have interactions with dark-skinned Nubian men. And she loved to get that big Mandingo dropped on her, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, quit talking about my girl, Madam.
Hey, right? Look, she fell in love. She fell in love with, see how they got the information? It was a being that incarnated that was named Azabuk El. He reincarnated as El Moroi. El Moroi hooked up with Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky got the hots for him. He started knocking her down, and then he started teaching her some of the ancient mystic art of science. And then Saint Bernard or Saint Germain them was in with it. With the it's just a picture of them online of all four of them on the picture with El Moroi standing in the background. He was one of the ascended masters that came with the from the mystic order of Melchizedek, and he's one of the considered as they talking about the three wise men, right? But he supposedly taught Velasquez that the thrill society or whatever they call themselves. That doctrine is really ancient Kemetic science and really Tahuti doctrine. It's really Hermetic principles and Tahuti doctrine. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of the reference she gave, like the Book of Zion and different stuff, Western scholars didn't accept them because they was ancient scrolls from India.
Yeah.
This is where Enki stored all of the earth records at.
Okay, I'm with you.
Enki's priests became known as Shaolin priests over time in China, and they became known as Buddhist monks over in India.
Okay.
Right. And a lot of his spiritual teachings come passed off as the incarnation of Siddhartha. Right. And but there's really another incarnation of Enki. And Enki was, if you really examine what's taking place, he's trying to study that when the Anunnaki leave, right? This is what the Buddha really doing when they talk about he's seeking enlightenment.
Okay.
You take on the human form to find out the extremes of the human body. The Anunnaki put on the suit of Siddhartha, and he lived a life of a prince in luxury. He decided that the luxury has to be tempered by something, or it spoils the benevolent nature of the being by creating a certain errant character. So he goes out into the community to live in poverty among the paupers of the land. This is the extreme polar opposite. Now, if he can assimilate into the pauper lifestyle after coming from such luxury, this is total application of willpower and discipline, right? So the first lesson of the Buddha is it takes great discipline to become an enlightened individual, a Buddha. Great discipline is the first one. The second one is you have to utilize your own willpower to overcome the conditions that the external life put in front of you in order to get the life that you want the external life to present you with. Right? So then he goes through these extremes, these meditating, and he understands something about the mind. The mind is sakoma, it's erratic. If you don't learn to control the mind, then you won't be able to control your lower base nature as an animal, and you can't live as a divinity amongst animals as opposed to an animal amongst divinities. So control of the mind, that means be mindful of what you think, because what you think becomes your reality. Right? So then the Buddha begins to practice different forms of yoga to learn the extremes of the body. And what do we discover?
What?
We discover the body is very malleable and adaptable. The earlier you train it, the easier it adapts. And the older the body gets, the more difficult it is to adapt to new ways of being, but the body can still adapt. It will just take a longer period of adaptation. So now he's telling us the extremes that the body can go based on the conditions that come with developing over time. Right? So at any point in your life that you apply your will, which was the second thing, it's going to still require you to use the discipline, which is the first thing, in order to train your body to be the body of the life you want to live, which training the body is the physical exertion required to radiate the necessary energy to attract to you those things that the person in the body that you're building is supposed to have. Because this is the great work again, the building of the temple of man. The temple of Solomon is the temple of man. The soul goes in the man, and the man has to train the body to facilitate the soul by purifying the ego. Shadow work. The shadow work comes with the effort required to utilize your willpower, your ability to use willpower over the desires of the body and the needs of the body in order to transcend them things in which you can become one with the universe, in which all those things become good when you use them. So you really utilizing this blueprint. So this was a method of research or research records of Enki as an incarnation of the Buddha in order for him to learn the best ways to teach the difficult to teach, right? And how to optimize this machine called the human avatar. So by studying what the Buddha is teaching, you're really reading his research notes on how to be the best version of yourself possible. Well, over time in priesthoods and different incarnations of Buddha, you get a huge catalog of different aspects of life, and these are kept codified as a series of sutras. The sex guide is the Kama Sutra. The memory of the war and the recount of the war is the Vimana Sutra. Then you have the Iso Sutra, and the list goes on and on. But these are from different individuals giving you their research notes, not for you to strictly follow them, but for you to have an understanding of what you're dealing with so you can create your own path. So a good series of books that ties into this, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Ascended Masters of the Far East. When you understand how to read the nature of the character of the individual, forensic profiling, that's how you can follow them all the way to their front door. See that box collection? The first picture in the second row?
Right here. This one right here. Oh, hold on. No, damn, my bad. Damn shit. All right, right here. This first picture in the second row, right here.
Yeah. Not the man with the beard, but the books.
Yeah. He's supposed to be Serapis. One of them supposed to be Serapis babe. We taught him in ancient Kenan. He was one of they
Listen, it was 1 a.m. when I got off that video that you just watched.
What?
Listen, and I put my phone down and picked it back up because a text came in and it's like 10 something. Did you hear what time I said it was when I started that video?
Yeah. You said it was like 11 some o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I heard this before though, like I seen
Deja vu.
No, yeah, it's like it's like the time. They call it a glitch. See, when that happened, that means that either you got it's something like it was a solar flare or something that happened right then when you probably got that glitch. It was something that happened that caused it. And it could be the time frame you were in too, like the time zone. They say time, but it's like, man, it seemed like you got caught in a glitch to where like you like because we all as a people, we all sit on a rhythm, a certain frequency, a rhythm. That's what make us can dance on the beat. We on that frequency, but they can come in and they can adjust you. It's a group called the Adjustment Bureau. They put a movie out about it where they come in and adjust your time. Huh?
I remember that movie.
Yeah, the Adjustment Bureau. The niggas come in and they rearrange your time. Like, so you would think that, damn, what just happened? You would be once you figure out what's happening, they done had you, and they then came in and did some shit, and then, but it's something they messed up. Some that's how you recognize. You weren't supposed to recognize that. If these guys that was probably if somebody did that, they probably wasn't that good. Or they didn't know how high power the alchemist you was, that you was gonna realize that the time frame got changed.
Elder, look,
man, tell me.
This real talk, Elder.
Yeah.
Anybody think I'm making this up can go back and watch that video that you just watched. I'm really fucked up in that video about where them 5 hours went.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Look, I'm having conversations with people about this missing block of time, and I get off the video at 1 something in the morning.
Man, that's crazy, bro. The Adjustment Bureau, these niggas right here, man. They got these dudes right here. These dudes are extracurriculars. They work for the man. They the same group inside of the Man in Black. They work for
first,
the the same group. Let me say right here. That's why they dress though, but you can't. They got these things called invisible belts. Where they can put these belts on and they can it'll speed up their vibrational wave to where it bend the light waves around them where you can't see them, and they'll be up in your house walking around you, but you probably can see them out of the corner of your eye because the technology they ain't got it fully developed, but they got it to where you can't see them. They
had an episode of the X-Files about that.
Yeah, they got them right around the time of George W. Bush Sr. because we was on them. And there was a dude out there when George W. Bush was out there fishing on a boat, and another dude was a Secret Service was standing next to him, and he was fishing, but he was invisible. All you saw is the rod. And that's when they came out and said, "Oh well, yeah, we got developed this new technology that they had got from the Philadelphia experiment." See, the Philadelphia experiment, they accidentally discovered invisibility. They was trying to start doing the stealth, right? And I think it was in 1943 or somewhere around that, the Philadelphia experiment. They were trying to
pull it up.
Huh? Yeah. They was trying to develop that stealth technology. Okay, I'm gonna say, make sure I say this picture. Then I'm gonna go to pull it up. The invisibility belts. Hold on, let me show you. Philadelphia experiment.
They made several movies over the years about it.
Yeah, that's where they got the technology from. Nikola Tesla. All right, right here.
Yeah, they used his Tesla coils, and they used the Edison's apprentice design, but they didn't have the frequency right. One of the side effects is that it cast one of the dudes into the future, into 1983.
Exactly.
The other side effect is the people that stayed on the ship was part of the ship now. They was welded inside. They was
exactly
fused to the ship.
I'm showing it right now. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, let me I say it right here. Boom. All right, let me pull this joint up right here. Not the I want to get the real feel there for experiment.
You know it's still a portal there, right?
Yeah, right there. And that portal opened up every 10 years.
And you know that they built a brick structure around where the portal comes so people won't get caught in it.
What? I didn't know that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me blow this up because this right here, what you saying, it ties into the vortex get ready to open up next year. See, look, this is some shit. Man, this right here, hey, Rob, I'm telling you, man, this right here, some stuff right here. Hold on, let me pull it up. All right, so yeah, so what they were doing, okay, let's pull it up. They was trying to develop stealth technology, which they already had. Bob will talk about that in this tape I just put out called the Rainbow Project, right? But it's really the original name of the tape was I Came to Right the Wrong, but I just renamed it because he talk about the Rainbow Project in there, and then it'll be catchy just how it is now, so what people can get to what he's saying. But these beings, they were trying to develop stealth technology, which they already had, but they were trying to make it more better, and they accidentally discovered time travel and invisibility. It really was they really discovered time travel. Really, right then it was in one thing with Albert Einstein and all them working on it. And what it did is through the dude Albert Blake, I think his name was Admiral Albert Blake, threw him into 2070 or something. Like he was in 4 or 5 different time zones before they was able to get him back to this time zone. He explained it. So that's like the same thing that's happening to you. And then too, on top of that, after that, years later, when they got this information down, secretly they set up another technology down in Area 51, the S4 in Utah, where they start working on this technology and making it smaller. And they eventually got it to like a belt buckle size where they could put it on as a belt and they could walk around. They'd be right there with the president and you won't even see them. There'd be Secret Service agents, 3 and 4 of them had a belt on, and then 3, 4 won't. They'd be visible. And then so you would be thinking that you don't even see them. They'd pull out their gun and shoot you from invisibility. You'll see their gun once they pull it out. The way you can see their gun once they pull it out. Once they get it from their body, because the way the technology works, it's got like a little malfunction. I don't know if they developed it better, but I know during the time of George W. Bush Sr. is when they rolled them out, when the Secret Service rolled them out.
You never heard of a show come on National Geographic called Future Tech?
No, I'm gonna check that out.
Well, they got an episode that's Weapons of the Future. One of them was the tank fitted with fiber optics to bend the light around the tank. Right. It was first used in civilian use on the west coast of the United States in a raid.
Yeah, what?
In a drug raid.
Invisible tank.
Yeah, the ones fitted with. All you gotta do, let me see if I can find
I
it.
already know they got. I know they got unmanned. I already know, man. When they show you something, they 40 or 50 years ahead. Bob already told us. When they show you something on TV, they got all that stuff they be showing on Avengers and all that. Them flying big, flying. They got flying aircraft carriers now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, these people.
It's called the T-Ghost.
All right, let's pull it up
on YouTube.
Right,
you can get a video of it.
Right, I'm gonna get a video of it. T-Ghost, the T-Ghost. Oh, there you go, right there. Oh yeah, I see it, bro, right here. And it's probably fitted with laser weapons. They got the laser weapon too, the direct energy weapon. They had that in 1953.
That was the video you had actually clicked on.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it right now. We got you.
That one was radar. That's stealth technology.
Okay, yeah.
The other one is hold on.
Where it bends the light. That's like a cloaking device. These extraterrestrials, the Anunnakis designed a machine because they understand electromagnetic frequency, and they designed a machine called a cloaking device where they attach to their ships, where they bend. I know what you're talking about, where they bend the light frequency around the ship so it looks invisible. Matter of fact, I can show you what they're doing. I'm gonna show you. Hey, close my door. Close my door, bro. How's he getting up in here? What's it, bro? Hey, I'm gonna show you this video right here that break it down how it works. It's a video that I was gonna show when I was teaching on the part 2 on invisibility. It's a certain type of thing. Hold on, let me show you.
I'm sending you a video on.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me. I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, here we go. That break it down. Oh look, let me do it right here. It's gonna be in my like folder. All right, right here. All right. All right, I got it. I'm gonna load it up. Right here, this is a video that explains a little bit of how it works. Now I'm gonna load your video right now. I'm sending it to my thing so I can get it.
Mm-hmm. Due to the confidential nature of this technology, information is revealed in a controlled fashion.
He ain't telling us everything he knows.
He ain't telling you everything it is to know. He only telling you what's accessible to the public.
Yeah.
Now, if this is what's accessible to the public, imagine what's not.
Exactly, bro. What they got. I believe them motherfuckers got invisible robots already.
You have to. We already went over that. Yeah, you have to watch this all over, but we already went over that. The goal is you tapping into how you translate energy or communicate to your higher self. How do you translate what your God self is telling your mortal self? If you don't create your own codex, your grimoire for how you communicate, you won't have a clear set lines of communication to practice with. So you got to establish the type of communication you're going to have. Then we got to know how to perceive the answer when it comes, and then you can translate it into English for everybody else who you need to get the message to. But if you don't never learn how to communicate with your higher self, you won't even never find out what your psychic ability is.
Yeah, man, these Africans, they main thing is to scam Americans. They think Americans slow, but you know what it is? They don't got nothing else better to do. That's they hustle. Now they got internet in Africa. Now they using the internet to scam Americans, man, and anybody other people around the country. And it ain't just Africans; it's Hindus and Africans that's fucking scamming people. Not all the Hindus are scamming. I'm not calling all of them as a race. It's a specific group of them. Go ahead.
If you think about it, they using inflation to strangle us out economically. Mm-hmm. Over there, their level of poverty is so much worse than ours in most of the country.
Right. Go ahead.
So they want out of that shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't condone it, but I understand it. I feel their pain.
Yeah. On some American from 10,000 miles away, they ain't gonna hurt. They don't give a damn. They gonna see they got all kind of hustles over there, and it might not even be an African, man. I just think it was an African because how the dude that sent me the message, but it could be somebody that don't like me, and I got a couple ideas. They got one of their goons to set that up so they can steal my money. I think I got an idea who this nigga is.
It's always some shiesty shit somewhere. Man, that's part of the game, though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, so now you got your friends and your enemies getting rich on your name.
Yeah.
That means you a bad motherfucker. You productive because they producing off you.
Yeah, they saying, man,
it ain't giving you no kickback.
No, he gave me a kickback. He gave me if he got 10,000, say he got 5,000, he gave me 1%. He sent me $50. He said, man, I'm making so much money off you online because he got my picture and he used my picture and my name. He said, I made so much money off you. I just wanted to send you $50 to show you my appreciation.
Oh, said, man, that's some antagonism right there.
Man, I said, oh, yeah, these niggas must know me. It got to be somebody that know me, man. They want to fuck. They want to get at me. So, man, yeah, you see that young elder with the S on the end that's using my picture and everything, that's a scam, bro. And it's even one that's doing similar to Raw that ain't his Cash App. So we got the right Cash App in the links right now. It's the capital SIK, capital APE. So it's another dude that he probably got an S at the end to scam off of Raw shit. I'm telling you, man, it's some niggas out here, bro. These niggas watch. They know Raw hot. They know we hiding the game, and they say, "Oh man, these niggas, we could get a kickback off of these guys. We could get an overflow. These guys' cups overflowing. We could get the shit that fall off the crumbs. The dogs can get the crumbs off the master table, man. That's the damn fucking game right there, bro. It's we Africans. Africans think we slow as hell, bro. I'm telling you.
No, they don't. You know what they think? They think that we are the type that squander more than we should.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
They look at us and how we neglect to pool our resources and block external forces from ruling over us. By doing that, they looking at us like, shit, if y'all gonna just give money away so